Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about new makeup releases, which is one of my favourite videos to film purely just because it's fun to look at what's going to be coming out and talk about the products and whether I would buy them or whether I have something similar in my collection. It's just a fun exercise to do. I'm going to start with Trend Mood purely because I think Trend Mood has more than point click vibes, so we'll kind of do a little bit of both and see what is new. Some of these things have probably been out for a while already, but I'm just going to chat about them anyway because I'm interested. This is the Isamaya LipLacq 2.0 maximizing lip serum, and she has come out with 3 new shades: Lotus, Beetle and Ultraviolet. So it's like a kind of iridescent white with gold reflect, and then a black with kind of a blue shimmer and a ultraviolet kind of slightly purple tint with like a lilac shimmer in it. So I do have one of these. I have the Black Veil shade, which came out with the first collection that she did, and I love the colour and I love the formula. I don't prefer any of these shades over the one that I have. I know I like the formula and I think it's like a really nice glossy finish to it, and I love shimmer lip glosses. I'm just like, you know, give me all the Y2K, I love all that stuff. But I think if I was to go for any of them, I would probably pick Lotus, which is the kind of like white, you know, ethereal golden pearl kind of shade. I think that that's a really nice shade for particularly this time of year. You know, that kind of frosty white kind of gold snow lips kind of shade. I do quite like Ultraviolet as well, the purple one, but because I have the one that I have and I do have quite a few lip glosses, it's not something that I'm going to buy. I really like the Black Veil shade, and anytime I am thinking about kind of an unusual shade of a lip gloss, I'll usually just go for that because I love it so much. So I don't think I would get as much use out of these shades because I love the one that I have so much. So that's an easy thing for me to not buy. I mean, I wasn't going to buy it even if I liked it anyway, because I am really trying to not buy products. I'm trying to like give myself a very small budget and stick to it. And as hard as that is, I have, you know, mostly been doing it. A lot of these are going to be holiday releases because of the time of year. So I'm going to try and mostly stick to things that are like permanent new releases rather than like loads of holiday collections, which will be irrelevant fairly soon because they're mostly limited edition. This is something that I found really interesting, and it is the 1969 Makeup Clutch Highlighter from Rabanne. So it is inspired by the iconic golden Rabanne 1969 bag, compact with gold highlighter that you can apply on your face, eyes and body, and you can customize your clutch by adding these beautiful charms. Is it just me, or does it kind of just look like kids makeup? Like the charms, they don't look particularly expensive, and they're probably not, but I just don't really get what this is. Is it like, oh, it comes with like a chain and then you can add charms, and it is kind of quite a yellow gold, so it's not really something that would hugely appeal to me. I mean, look, they're doing something different. Do you have to even the swatches, like on the model's eye, they have a model who is like super pale, like as pale as me, and it doesn't look great on her. She has it on her eyes and her décolletage and her her cheeks, and it just looks kind of yellow. So I just don't really know who is going to buy that. It is a brand I'm interested to try, but that product is just like, I don't really know what they're doing there. Okay, so a new permanent release, something not limited edition, is the new e.l.f. liquid bronzer and contour, and I think they have some new shades in the blushes as well. I'm really interested to try this because the lightest shade in the bronzer contour looks like it would be great on me, and I think I saw somebody using it. I think it was Not Another Hannah. I think she used the lightest shade and it looked great, and I like a liquid product, so I'm definitely thinking about possibly getting that. My Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer is on its last legs. So I think I might possibly have a look at that, but it's one of those things, it's probably not going to be here for a couple of months because they always release them in the US before they're out here, so it might be a while before it's available in Ireland. I know that the Patrick Ta eyeshadows, I already spoke about them, but they've been released and I've seen some reviews, kind of mixed. Nothing that would make me want to buy them because I kind of feel like I have all of those shades already in formulas that I like that are probably more sparkly than these. And I think that whole outrage over the price was just a bit stupid because it's just like, you know, if you think something is too expensive, then just don't buy it. I saw people comparing them to the Urban Decay Moondust eyeshadows and they are more expensive to buy 2 of those. So yeah, I just don't really get why people were so up in arms about the price. What were they really expecting? That's just the way things are. If you like them, then get them, but then the names of them just really like, I'm with her. We need better lighting. Talk to my team. Do you know who I am? Still at the club. I just think the names are just gas. They're so funny. They look lovely, but I'm just, you know, I have enough of that type of sparkly eyeshadow that I really love in formulas. Like, you know, I have the Urban Decay, I have Bodyography, I have some Camo ones. Like, I have really nice eyeshadows that are just as nice, if not nicer than those. What is this YSL? Make Me Blush Powder. Gives a healthy glow to the cheeks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shades. Okay, is there anything I like there? That pink one, like, come on. I just feel like brands are not thinking about like shades. Like, oh, it's a peach, it's a lilac, a bright pink. You know, that looks so white. What is that? I think it's Nude Lavalier. That shade looks nice, but I'm not really a powder blush kind of person, so it's not going to really appeal to me. None of the shades are like screaming at me that I would love them, so I'll see what the reviews are like on those, but it's not off the bat something that I'm like dying to see, you know, in person. Okay, here's something that I'm really excited about, and they are already out. They've been out for a few weeks now. I think I mentioned this release at the end of my last new makeup releases video, but I didn't know what it was at that stage. It is, of course, the Lisa Eldridge Rouge Experience Refillable Lipstick. And this is a luxurious, lightweight, cream refillable lipstick that glides on comfortably with soft, subtle, luminous sheen and a lip smoothing blur. With a recyclable mono-material refill of aluminium, and you can personalize it with your initials on her website, and I think in Selfridges and Liberty as well. I don't think you can do that if you buy from Space NK. So there are 8 shades. One of them is not out yet because I believe that she had some issues with one of the ingredients or something like that anyway, so it's not going to be out I think until the new year. And that's Bohemian Cherry. Interestingly enough, one of the shades that I'm like most excited to try because it just looks like a gorgeous deep berry shade, which is like really something that I love. I haven't bought any of these. I really want to try the formula because obviously I've tried all of Lisa Eldridge's lip formulas so far, and this is just like a dream product for me. Lipstick is just like my number one. It's my biggest weakness when it comes to makeup. They just look gorgeous. I love the packaging. I love that you can get it engraved. The ones that I'm most interested in are obviously the Bohemian Cherry shade, and then I really love the look of Romy because it's a really kind of almost like I guess like a more cool toned version of like Le Mépris, that kind of like really pale shade, but it's a little bit slightly more cool. Obviously Ribbon, which I'm wearing today. I'm wearing the Velveteen, and obviously I would wear that. And the fact that like my velvet ribbon needs to be replaced, I was thinking, will I get this and get Ribbon? I'm not sure though, because I was planning on wearing velvet ribbon for my wedding day, but now that I'm looking at this, I'm like, should I get this formula in Ribbon instead of buying another velvet ribbon? but I just don't know. I need to like see. I just haven't seen many reviews of these. I've seen Charlotte Holcroft did reviews, and my friend Colin, who is Queer Bones on YouTube, they did a review, I think just the other day. So I haven't really seen that many people do reviews, and I haven't seen many like swatch comparisons, which is what I wanted to see, because I wanted to see how similar the shades were to what I already have, because I have a huge majority of her lip shades. So like I wanted to see like how does Romy compare to like Fawn and Le Mépris? How does like Simone compare to like Velvet Affair and Spirited Away and that kind of thing? But I just haven't seen that. I've been looking, but I haven't seen anyone really post the swatches that I've been looking for. And I had people ask me, do I have swatches, like have I tried these? And I haven't. So I just don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just kind of wait and like read some more reviews and see what people think, whether it would be a good idea to buy ribbon in this formula for my wedding instead of velvet ribbon. I just don't know. And I really want to get the case engraved, because that would be so cute. Obviously I want to try these, like they're just like anything Lisa Eldridge I want to try, but particularly her lip formulas, because they're just my favorites. Audrey as well, that's another shade that I really want, because like Audrey Hepburn, come on. Ashes of Roses I've seen on a few people and it looks so much nicer than I thought, because I was kind of thinking, oh, would that shade suit me? And the same with Medici, but they look really nice on anyone who I've seen them on. I haven't seen the shades on anyone who is as pale as me, so I kind of just need to like search for more reviews and see what I think, and if I can find like swatch comparisons, and maybe decide like maybe I could get two and get like Ribbon and Romy or something, because I know I would wear those shades a lot. But they just look gorgeous. I just cannot wait to try them. Maybe I just need to go to Space NK in Dundrum and like try them in person. Yeah, they just look, just the case. I just want to hold that case. It looks so gorgeous. So yeah, that's probably the thing that I'm most excited about in this whole thing, and the only thing that I probably would buy. So I'm gonna look into it more. They are expensive, so I just want to make sure that I'm getting the right shade for me. What are these sparkly things? Revlon Glimmer. These are very Y2K, these Revlon glasses. Even the packaging and the shades, like very Y2K. Kind of like it, but yeah, not hugely exciting. There are these new Milani lip products, Glossy Plumping Balm, and they look like they're the same as like my Nature Republic Honey Melting Lip that I have, like that K-Beauty kind of formula. Milani I've never tried anything from Milani. Tower 28 Lip Jelly Iced. It's not a colour that I particularly, it's kind of like a cool, like a bright cool sheer pink, if that makes any sense, with like a gold shimmer. Just not really appealing, although I do want to try that formula because I've heard that it's nice, but I just don't really. What is this? Dyson Airlight Pro Hairdryer augmented with infrared light technology. A professional hairdryer. Wait, what is it? Oh, it's L'Oreal. The image of Dyson. Maybelline Superstay Teddy Tint Long Lasting Matte Lip Tint. I think they just have so many lip products that it's really hard to know which is which. Is this a new formula or like a new version of one of their old formulas? It's kind of hard to tell. Oh, that shade Current Mood is nice. They look very like blurring. Is it like a liquid lipstick or like a more blurry kind of formula? I don't know, but I'll have a look at them in person when they come into booths, I'm sure. NYX Lip IV Hydrating Gloss. The recent like spout of NYX lip products, like that duck, whatever it's called, like duck something, and then like the fat gloss or whatever that's called, and now Lip IV, like they're just like getting increasingly more unhinged in their marketing and naming of these lip products. They're just so funny. I guess, you know, there's so many brands out there, they do have to like compete with a lot, so they need to kind of have, oh, this is like a hydrating wet shine lasting stain. So this is, sounds like it's going to be like the Romand Juicy Lasting Tint, or like the Rare Beauty lip oil. That's what it sounds like it's going to be. Definitely interested to hear reviews. I have enough of those products, like I don't need anything, but I'd be curious to see if people like that formula, because it is a formula that I know a lot about and I kind of have used a lot, so I'd be curious to see if people think that that is a good version of that formula in a less expensive price point. Oh, I thought that this was gorgeous. The new Viseart Sireneuse Etendu. Inspired by the legends of the Night Sea and Poseidon's starlit kingdom, embodying wild winter luxury and mythical majesty, it beckons with glittering waves of aquatic allure and seascape majesty. The colours range from soft iridescent to deep celestial duochrome hues. This looks gorgeous. I actually must check. I think Viseart, I don't think they're vegan, so I'd say I would not be able to use this. They probably have carmine in some of these. But that shade Siren is gorgeous. It really reminds me of Half Magic Blushing Lizard. I've never actually tried Viseart, so I don't know what the eyeshadows are like. But that palette does look gorgeous. But it's not something that I'm going to be exploring because I'm just not in the market for an eyeshadow palette. Is this Kim Kardashian again? Skin. This looks a lot like the Huda Icy, whatever that is. It looks like a lot like that, but just maybe not as nice. I'm sorry. I saw this the other day and I I went to read the comments because I just like, I have to know what people are thinking about this, because I just was like, what on earth is this? It is Bobbi Brown collaborating with Pac-Man. Yes, Pac-Man, the little, that guy. Bobbi Brown and Pac-Man was not on my 2024 bingo card. I'd love to have been a fly on the wall in the product development meeting where somebody said, I know what we're going to do. We're going to do a collaboration with Pac-Man, because that is the Bobbi Brown customer. Like, what? What is going on? I feel like I just feel like I'm kind of losing my mind a bit. It doesn't make any sense at all. First of all, like, Bobbi Brown doing any kind of a collaboration doesn't make sense to me. I just don't see it as that kind of brand. It's not Colourpop, it's not Urban Decay, it's Bobbi Brown. I have not tried a Bobbi Brown product in a long time, but I really just laughed when I saw this, because I just thought I was seeing things. And they have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They've like 7 products in this. The eyeshadow palette is just a scream. I don't know anyone who, like, Bobbi Brown is their go-to brand that is going to wear a bright blue eyeshadow or like a shimmery frosty blue. Even the packaging, it's just the funniest thing. I'm genuinely speechless. Like, I cannot understand this collaboration at all. I would love to know what the reasoning behind this is. Like, that they came up with this idea and thought our customers are just gonna love this. It's just the ultimate crossover. Like, it's just mind-boggling. This is mind-boggling. This particular release is just so bizarre, and I would just love to know what the story is behind it, because it just makes no sense. Some collaborations, like all the Colourpop ones or the other brands that do them, I can understand them to a certain extent. I might not like them or you know, think anything about them. I just don't know who is going into, like, you know, Brown Thomas or it's like a department store and they're like, I cannot wait to see this Bobbi Brown Pac-Man collection. That palette with the bright blue eyeshadow, that's going to be mine. Who is interested in this? I really have no idea. Anyway, if you were watching this now, just please leave a comment and let me know what you think of this, because I just would love to know what people think. Okay, so another e.l.f. dupe. The Holy Hydration Thirst Burst Drops. This has to be the e.l.f. version of the Glow Recipe. It has to be, because it's like hydration, it's like a slightly pale pink tinted shade, so it has to be that. They're doing that. And it's so funny because like on the Trend Mood page there's a new Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dewdrops in a rosy shade beside it, and that kind of looks a bit like Glossier Future Dew. It looks nice. They both look nice, but I mean, at least they waited like a few years before doing it. But this is something that I just wanted to talk about. This is the Tarte Faux Freckle Stamp. This is something that kind of like unnecessarily infuriates me. Like I have a strong opinion about it, but I mean, it's just kind of a bit boring. Freckle pens, I just don't understand them. This one in particular with the little, what is it, like 4 spikes and or like 4 little prongs. The images for this, like, they just don't look natural, and you can get fake freckles to look natural. This kind of product where there are like the 4 prongs, as far as I know, they're all the same size. And I know that you can kind of, you know, dot them on and then like pat them and stuff, but there is no need for this. Like, nobody is going, oh, do you know what? Oh, it's 5 points. Sorry. 5 points. So you can do freckle clusters. And there are 4 different shades. I'll give them that. They did 4 shades in it. It's a weird product for Tarte to come out with. I mean, I've no interest in Tarte, like, whatsoever. But this is such a weird product because I just feel like, you know, I've seen a few brands do this now. It seems to just been really popular the past couple of years, freckle pens, and it's just not a necessary product. It's one of those products that you just do not need to buy, because I'm sure most people have like a brow pencil or a brow pen or an eyeshadow or an eyeliner or something where you can get that effect without having to buy a different product to get that effect. Like, I kind of redid my freckles across my nose and like a few on my face, like I do all the time, and I just use my brow pencil because it works really well, because it's like a similar, it's like a natural color that is on my face. It's like my brow color, so it looks natural, whereas a 5-pronged pen is just going to dot all these weird like splodges across your face, and then you're going to have to like pat it really quickly, and then they're going to kind of look just a bit unnatural. So it's just a product that I don't really understand. There is no need for this to exist when you can just use probably something that you already have. Now, unless you're somebody who can't make those products work, like if you can't make your brow pen or pencil or like an eyeshadow or whatever, if you can't make that work, you just need something really tiny. I don't understand it. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Tarte anyway, but I sit up because I look at it like I'm falling down. It's just not something that I deem to be a product that was missing in the makeup world. Okay, so new peptide lip treatment from Rhode to celebrate Hailey's birthday. Is she a Scorpio? Oh, she must be. Interesting. Okay, so cinnamon roll and or birthday duo. What's in the duo? Cinnamon roll. I wonder if that like a plumping thing with like cinnamon, you know, that kind of cinnamon extract. Oh, there's like a blush. So it's the birthday duo is the peptide lip tint in cinnamon roll and a pocket blush shade of your choice in a little box. It's kind of like a medium brown with like gold shimmer in it. It does look nice, like for this time of year, but just not really. I'm just not gonna. I've already mentioned about my thoughts on Rhode and how I was very disappointed with the peptide lip treatments and the formula being super grainy. So I'll be curious to see what people think of it, but I'm not gonna look further into that. Okay, so that is us up to date on Trend Mood. And now I'm going to just have a quick look on Point Click Vibes and see if they have anything that is different, just to have a little look. There's the new Huda Icy Nudes, which is already out, and this is, I really love the look of this palette. Like, I really love the look of all the shades. It's a little bit kind of light leaning, but I guess that's the thing. Like, Icy Nudes, there's that the pH adjusting face gloss that looks like a petri dish. It's so gross. Like, I don't know why they made it look like that. You know, you could make it look like, you know, like something icy instead, but it looks like a petri dish with like bacteria growing on it. It's so gross. The palette looks lovely, and I've seen it on a few people and it looks really nice. I haven't tried a Huda product in years. Oh yeah, they actually have a post about the e.l.f. being a dupe for the Willow recipe, and I've heard people say that the e.l.f. skincare is good, and that's $12 compared to $35. So like, if it works and if it's nice, then like, you might want to try that. Essence have come out with a lip balm that looks like the Maybelline Baby Lips. So the old Y2K resurgence is in full swing. They like look exactly like the Maybelline Baby Lips. Juicy Balm, Glossy Butter Balm. There is a new perfume from that brand Sniff, which I feel like is kind of like a brand that is competing with Fleur. Like, I feel like those two brands are like, they got kind of go hand in hand. This is called Naughty Nonna, and it's I kind of love the imagery for this, but I also kind of hate it. The notes are candied ginger, bits of orange, prune, rum, walnut, and vanilla glaze. It sounds like it would smell gross as a perfume. And also, I just do not want to see like crumbs with like candied ginger and bits of orange. It's just a big old no from me. But it's, yeah, it's funny. I just really compare those two brands. I think they're so similar in what I think that they're trying to do. But it looks like an April Fool's joke, just from the images and the name, but it's kind of funny too. So maybe it is an April Fool's joke in November. Makeup a Murder, Cause of Death. God, what is this brand? Is the brand called Makeup a Murder? And it's a whole bunch of liquid eyeshadows that are in the shape of knives, and it's called Cause of Death. It's giving that Jeffree Star crematorium palette. That's what it's kind of giving, except that's a lot worse. And that's it. That's kind of it, yeah. There's not a lot else here. It is that time of year where most brands are releasing holiday collections, limited edition things, gift sets, advent calendars, all that kind of stuff. There's very few brands that are releasing proper, permanent, new releases. So it's not as hefty as it normally is in the new releases world. Out of all of those new releases, 100% Lisa Eldridge is like the one that I'm most excited for. As you can see, I'm also wearing her eyeshadow Mercurial over the Hindash products. That's the products that I'm the most excited for, that I would actually spend my money on. Everything else is just very boring and confusing and just unnecessary, and just adding to this complete overconsumption of the beauty industry, where it's just like, how many weird things can we manufacture in a year that people will want to buy just because they're curious about what these things are. I guess it's just the time of year. There's just not a lot of exciting products. I might not even do a new makeup releases in December, because I think December is usually, there's hardly anything in December. It's normally like, I think February, March when things start coming out again. There's nothing else there that really hugely interests me. I would love to know what your opinions are on all of those products, and what one are you excited about? Have you actually bought any of these products? Have you tried any of them? Are you adding any of them to your holiday wish list? I just want to say a big thank you for watching or listening, and do please subscribe if you're not already, and like and comment, because that does really help to grow my channel, which I'm trying to do at the moment. Thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and I hope you're having a good week, and I will see you again next week with another video. Goodbye.